Welcome to the channel, friend. My name is Dani Walker. I'm so glad you're here with me for this thrifting episode. If you enjoy sustainable fashion and upcycling as much as I do, please consider subscribing and hitting that notifications bell so that you know when new episodes are released. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know because I tag a lot of my outfits or I share information in the description. I tell you where I get my pieces. I let you know if they've been thrifted or not, or where I got them. And now I've gotten to the point where I would say about 99% of my clothes are thrifted, but I wanna share about the pieces that now I exclusively thrift, like pieces that I see all the time at thrift stores, that if you're new to thrifting, you will be able to find these pieces as well. First thing is first, purses. Purses. Gosh, this is such an easy thing. Go to any thrift store, you're going to see purses. Personally, I like vintage purses, and when I search for them at thrift stores, I am primarily looking for real fabrics. I purchase leather or suede bags because these are going to last much longer. I check for signs of damage. Another great place to get vintage purses is from estate sales. How do you find one? There's websites. You just look up estate sales in my city, and a ton of them will pop up. If you are looking for a more current style of a purse, then there are high-end consignment stores and thrift stores. One of my favorites is The Real, but there's so many others. I follow a ton on Instagram as well. If you search for sustainable fashion, if you search for high-end consignment, you will find this on Instagram. There's honestly, at this point, too many to name. You can even get high-end designer bags from Poshmark. Now look, of course they're not gonna have every single bag in the world. Okay, we know that that's a downside, but they have a lot of classic styles readily available. You're gonna get them also at a highly discounted price. So stop buying your purses brand new. You can also thrift and get pieces from consignment that are brand new or just like new as well if you're worried about quality. So please just stop buying purses. We don't need to do that anymore. Jeans. Some of you might know that it takes a lot of water to make one pair of jeans. It takes something like 2,500 gallons per pair of jeans to water it so that there's enough fabric to create one pair of jeans. It's a lot, and there are plenty of jeans out there in the world for you. I don't buy new jeans anymore. I buy them thrifted. Typically, I get these in person at thrift stores, but one of my favorite online thrift stores for jeans is ThredUp. I've purchased there. I've also found some great thrifted jeans on Goodwill auctions. I know that not many people are aware of that, but yes, Goodwill has auctions kind of like how eBay does, and it's super affordable. I have one of my favorite pair of black tight Levi jeans. I got those from a Goodwill auction, and I've had them for years. They're fantastic. Button-up shirts like what I am wearing right now. Oh my gosh, I feel like button-up shirts are so easy to find at thrift stores in every single color, and I recently know that because I bought them in every single color. I bought them in black, white. I have this really basic classic print that I was looking for. They're so simple to find. There's really no reason. And also you can check out the men's section because I wanted an oversized white shirt the other day that I could layer and wear as a dress. I just bought a men's shirt and that's what I use, and nobody knows the difference. It's so affordable. There's no reason for you to be buying button-up shirts other than thrifted, honestly. And if you're worried about, oh no, I don't know if I'm gonna find what I'm looking for at the thrift store, then get it from an online thrift store. Get it from ThredUp, Poshmark, Mercari, and any place like that. Sweaters. Thrift stores are like sweater heaven, and I am sweater obsessed. For some of you out there, maybe you live in a warmer climate and you don't need sweaters all the time, and that's okay, but you probably need just a couple of sweaters. Get it at a thrift store. Get your sweater at the thrift store. What I look for though in sweaters are real fabrics. I look for cashmere, wool, Angora, merino wool, depending on the sweater. Sometimes a cotton fabric actually makes sense. That's more rare. But I find the nicest sweaters. I literally was wearing a Vince sweater earlier today, and Vince sweaters, by the way, those retail for between $200 and $300 depending on the style. I love mine. It's super soft. It's amazing, and I thrifted it for like $12. What are you doing? What are you doing getting your sweaters anywhere else but the thrift store? Now, if you're looking for a specific sweater, then go online. Get your sweater from ThredUp. T-shirts, basic t-shirts. Okay, I know you might not think that thrift stores are the best place to find t-shirts, but some of your best options are going to be your online stores. One of my favorite t-shirt brands, because this specific t-shirt washes well, retains its color pretty well, and it just always looks great, always looks new, for women at least, are Cynthia Rowley t-shirts. So I always just keep an eye out on ThredUp, and when one pops up, I grab it, and typically they're less than $10, and those t-shirts that I have in my wardrobe have lasted me for years. Now, I'm not the person that like makes the t-shirt the focal part of my wardrobe, like your basic tee, but I still want them to look nice. Like, I don't want my t-shirts to look like they're falling apart. I've also purchased J. Crew t-shirts from a Goodwill, and I thrift everywhere. I thrift a lot in California when I'm with family because we like to go together, but I've thrifted in New York, I've thrifted in Paris, I've just thrifted literally around the world, and I know you can get these pieces because I see them all the time. So don't waste your money, don't buy them new. Pants. When I say pants, I don't mean jeans, I just mean any other type of pant. Any trousers, you can get leather pants, you can get them fitted, you can get them cropped, you can get anything, okay? I have some super, super cool trousers that I love. And I have this one pair of BCBG silk blue pants. I wore them for Miss USA. I wore them for Fashion Week. I wear them in the summer. I wore them to resorts. I wear these pants all the time. They're beautiful, 100% silk. I got them at the Salvation Army. These things are there. They exist. But once again though, notice that like I have a qualification. I'm looking for great fabrics. So when I thrift, I mainly purchase cotton, linen, silk, suede, leather, cashmere. That's what I'm sticking to. Casual dresses and vacation dresses. Oh my gosh, this is one of the easiest things ever to thrift. I have not purchased a new casual dress in years. I can't remember the last time that I purchased one. The dresses that I was wearing to Miss USA, to events, thrifted. The dresses that I wear nowadays, they're all thrifted. Friends, there's just so much stuff. We have more than we need, okay? I've gotten Free People dresses. I got a Bardot dress that I'm gonna wear soon. A lot of Lulu's dresses, a lot of Zara dresses. That's primarily what I'm wearing from like pretty decent designers. I've also thrifted high-end designers. I have a couple of Dolce & Gabbana dresses that I've had for years. They're amazing. So there's no reason to buy dresses resale. There really isn't. There's so many. And the styles, honestly, they just rotate in a different color or a different fabric nowadays. Socks, I know it's kind of a weird one to think about, but I don't buy normal socks anymore. I get them at thrift stores and they're not used. They are overstock inventory that I purchased. They're new. Nobody's ever wore them, so keep an eye out for socks. Fashion socks, crew socks, athletic socks, fuzzy socks, printed socks. You can get them at a thrift store. Skirts. Now, I feel that skirts are an underutilized piece of many people's wardrobe. Well, mostly for my ladies out there. But skirts, oh my gosh, all of the skirts that I have are like a nice kind of, you know, mid-brand range. So the skirts that are in my closet right now, Zara, J. Crew, Banana Republic, and they're all purchased for under $10 or around there. Or I have vintage skirts that are made out of real fabrics, like suede. I just found a beautiful suede skirt that was a part of a suit, and it's amazing. And I got that thrifted. So stop buying your skirts new. You don't need to. There's so many. Last item on the list today is going to be hats. Yes, all kinds of hats. There's tons of hats on ThredUp. Oh my gosh, I have bought berets. I've bought just like unique, more like fashion hats. My sun hats that I wear, if you follow my Instagram, thrifted All my hats thrifted. I have felt hats. I have a lot of hats thrifted. You do not need to purchase your hats brand new. Thrift them. Okay, those are all the items that now I exclusively thrift in my closet. These are pieces that I know that I can find every single time that I go to a thrift store. So I hope that this episode has inspired you to start going out and thrifting and supporting slow and sustainable fashion. I hope that you liked this episode and enjoy it, and that you'll share it with a friend. Thank you so much for joining me for it, and I hope to see you soon.